All right. That's interesting. I wasn't gonna play Corn, but I guess I'm gonna play Corn just to see if it'll let me keep my 3 lords. Okay. It will not let me keep my 3 lords. Got it. All right, Corn versus Zinch. Pretty classic matchup. For when you're trying to get back into making videos after a prolonged sick leave and you don't have a ton of time to go through all the replays people send you, you do this. Okay, so we're gonna take Scarbrand. He's not particularly good in this matchup, but I don't care. Grab Wrathful Reaper for the 50% more damage because it's really good, and then Rage Embodied for the Rampage because it's really good. What about Changebringer Cheese? We'll grab 3 Chaos Furies for that. In case of Skirmish Cav, ... I don't know. I don't know. We will grab some Chaos Knights. A couple Chaos Knights will do our bodies good. Frontline of basic Marauders. Back them up with some Forsaken. Forsaken are very good these days, so that'll be fine. So we have a solid infantry corps. I know it's only 5 infantry, but it's honestly plenty. Good anti-skirmish. Scarbrand's good at pulling things to their death, so let's give him a Minotaur to support him when he pulls things to their death, and then I guess a Fleshhound, and I guess that's all the funds I have, so cool. I guess that's got to be enough. Let's see if it is degenerate Changebringer bullshit. Alright, we're in the game. Yeah, I think I was about right about degenerate Changebringer bullshit. 200 models is pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. I see quick battles are as fun and interesting as ever. And people tell me that rules are just too onerous. Why would you make people take cool and interesting armies with a decent amount of troops? Nah, dude, just allow whatever dumb bullshit 200 models brings. Because even for, like, tournament conquest games, we have rules about, like, you have to bring a certain number of models. Just because, like, really degenerate small builds are boring as shit. Okay, it is double Soul Grinder of Tzeentch and Kairos Fate Weaver Kite. Understood. Couple chariots and spears in the back. Main thing is they can't stop my heavy cavalry from just sprinting straight at their soul grinders. So we'll do that. 75 speed, Scarbrand's 80, so Scarbrand is going to catch them eventually. And I don't want to run my Chaos Fury straight at his Doom Knights. There's no reason to do that. His Doom Knights will win. So I'm just going to sprint straight at the soul grinders. I'm going to rampage them with Scarbrand if I can catch up to them. Okay, nope, we got a better fight here. Land all the Furies. Rampage. Okay. So, now we should have a good engagement. Wrathful Reaper, so whatever you hit does good damage. I'm gonna keep my Chaos Knights going that way just to distract the Soul Grinders for a bit, and also they're fine fighting chariots or whatever. Kairos uses a rampage on some of my Furies. Minotaurs need to keep him from getting up into the sky. Scarbrand is back. He can run down that guy. Chaos Knights that got to safety can get over here. And this is just an unholy blob fight, but if my infantry can get there, it'll be fine. Okay. We lost our corn dogs. Chaos Knights can go around this fight, but Forsaken are about to blend through some spearmen. That's pretty good for me. Scarbrand should still be keeping Kairos on the ground. She is, though they're doing that dumb thing where they just walk alongside each other. By the way, feels good. So we'll see where that goes, but for now my Chaos Knights are just trying to get back onto the Soul Grinders. Let's Forsaken shred through those guys. I almost have another rampage to lock Kairos down into Minotaurs as they just walk side by side. Okay, so we've rampaged Kairos and now he has to fight us, and then I'll Wrathful Reaper. Well, let's make sure Minotaurs stay on target. Then Chaos Knights each pick a chariot and deal with the chariot while I have Marauders go attack the Soul Grinders. Forsaken are murdering all this stuff. Other Forsaken are chilling. Chaos Furies are chilling. Scarbrand continues to get good hits on Kairos. Minotaurs are trying to keep him on the ground. We've officially shattered off those Spearmen. Now Forsaken can just help kill these Chaos Knights. Minotaurs are doing their best. They're just keeping Kairos on the ground as long as it takes Scarbrand to get back in the fight after he was netted. Again, we've killed all the chariots. Again, the Soul Grinders are trying to kite us out. We're not going to allow that to happen. Minotaurs keep after Kairos because he's very close to dead. Alright. Forsaken and Marauders group up. You guys, each Chaos Knight take a different Soul Grinder. Scarbrand's very close to Kairos, but of course Kairos gets off the ground. I'll Wrathful Reaper so I at least hurt some Doom Knights around me, but Kairos is super close to dead. But now he can just stay in the sky the rest of the game. There's nothing to threaten him. Unfortunately. Unless he does something really stupid. Like that. Okay, Scarbrand has to get one hit on Kairos. Oh, apparently two. Come on, swing one more time, you T-posing idiot. Ah, he used his final net on me. I didn't get my last swing off, so that's a little unfortunate. Okay, so we're just running away now. Looks like that's what's gonna be going on. Scarbrand's actually faster than Kairos because Kairos is injured, so that's kind of interesting. I can actually keep rampaging him. Yeah, he has to sacrifice Doom Knights into Scarbrand now. Otherwise he knows I'm gonna catch him. So Soul Grinders are just running away like little babies, and my Chaos Knights of course can't catch them because of, I don't know, chasing things. Man, this specific game has been a giant example of everything wrong with the Warhammer unit model interactions. Because we had Scarbrand walking alongside Kairos forever. We had Scarbrand T-posing instead of hitting Kairos for the final shot that would have taken out their caster and Lord. We've had infinite charging from cavalry not able to hit single entities that they're faster than. We're just really showing all the best parts of Warhammer, aren't we? Oh yeah, and terrible unit design in Tzeentch. Tzeentch terrible unit design. And again, before the Conquest stands come out and say, this is what's wrong with land battles. Yeah, it's a pretty shitty land battle on quick battles, but I mean, would it honestly be better if I was just fucking sitting on a Conquest point, just walking around waiting for these idiots to come fight me? No. Either way, this was going to be a dumbass game of idiots walking away from me because Tzeentch is well designed and whoever this player is a fucking asshole. So, there you go. Okay. Oh, seriously, that's not gonna rampage him? I see several models in there, but okay. All right. So my rampage doesn't get to work, which is pretty exciting. Okay, everybody keep moving this way, especially the Chaos Knights, because I'm gonna need you soon. Okay, so I want to dip back into these guys so that they cover me from the soul grinders. Because I don't want the soul grinders to be able to get shots off. I want them to be obstructed. Okay, rampage and murder this Doom Knight, I guess, is the best I can do. As the Soul Grinders and Kairos just infinitely kite Scarbrand around the map. Okay. All right, they shattered. What I find funny is the Tzeentch player probably thinks he's a tactical genius where he's like, oh, I'm drawing him out and all this. Oh, I'm so fucking cool. Oh, you just can't understand my masterful tactics. And it's like, nah, dude, this is just boring as shit. The skull taker's throats for corn. The skull train. Arch for corn. All right, his soul grinders continue to just run away. But don't worry, guys. If it was Conquest, I would still have 4 minutes left of standing on the point while this all happened anyway. So clearly that solves the issue and not just intelligent game design around a faction. Maybe don't make them incentivized to do whatever the fuck this is. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe that's a really dumb thing to do. Okay, so my Chaos Knights are about to die. Here's what we're gonna do. I obviously can't chase them with just infantry, so I'm just gonna have my infantry rest for a little bit. Oop. Scarbrand will fight his last over here with these Doom Knights. Maybe he'll get some damage out, maybe he won't, but at this point we just have to AFK and let the Forsaken try and kill Kairos in the late game all by themselves. Wow. Scarbrand's even demonic stability crumbling fighting some Doom Knights. That's pretty pathetic. Look, I'm up on damage value, and the game's like, nah, you're losing. Which, like, I agree I am losing, but it's pretty fun and interactive game design to design a faction this way. Where are the scouts? This is very cool. Khorne can do a lot to stop this, cuz let's check. What can I do against single entities running away and kiting? Skull cannons aren't good versus single entities. Skirmish Cav gets outranged by all these single entities, and the Doom Knights would have dove them anyway while recharging their barriers as they did to Scarbrand and everything. My only source of rampage is clearly too slow to catch them consistently and just get sniped up by the single entities. Oh, there's nothing Khorne can do about this. It just looks like good game design. Good game design. Deliciously good game design. Brilliant. Right about now, we're ticking over to where I would win if it was Conquest, but is that even satisfying? Would this game have been fun if I had technically won at the end? Fuck no. Why am I putting this up on YouTube at this point? One, I really need content and I'm running out of time to record it, and I wasted a whole bunch of my fucking time with this, so I guess we're just casting this because it's what I had the time to record, and whoever this asshole is ruined it for everybody else. But also to name and shame them. Bradley Corpse is a fuckwad. If you ever see them on Quick Battle, draw kite his ass, corner camp his ass, dodge him entirely. Never play with this fucking guy. Bradley Corpse is a douchebag. If you ever see Bradley Corpse, he is an asshole. His mother did not love him, and that's very unfortunate. I don't know why he's taking it out on me. That seems like something he and his mother should discuss. But she clearly didn't love him enough, because this fuckwad does this all day. All day. This 12-year-old piece of shit sits around in a dark room and zinch kites like this. Very fun guy. Fuck you, Bradley Corpse. You're a piece of shit. By the way, I can't believe this whole game is coming down to Scarbrand T-posed once, and he goes one attack away from ending this game. That is so fucked up. That Scarbrand's dumb T-pose bug thing ends up... Oh, hey, we lost on army losses. It ends up losing the game because Kairos got off all of those blue fires just because Scarbrand didn't want to hit him one more time. So what have we learned here? Warhammer 3 is a very fun and good game that CA designed all the new factions very well. Tzeentch is not toxic. Ogre Kingdoms are not toxic. Dwarves post DLC are not toxic. That's very cool. Very cool game design. We have learned that they have fixed all of the major issues about single entities walking side by side. We have learned they fixed all the major issues of single entities not being responsive, especially with Rampage. They have fixed all the issues with Khorne just getting infinitely kited around the map. And every DLC, they're like, what if we give Khorne more slow melee units? And it's like, very cool, very cool. What if they get kited around the map? And we've learned that... Conquest didn't really fix anything. It would just let you win a very boring game instead of lose a very boring game. But maybe design your fucking factions better or fix the fucking models. Also, we learned Bradley Corpse is an asshole. You see him? Do horrible things to him or dodge him. Fuck that guy. I hope he never gets a good game of Warhammer 3 again.
Subscribe, yes, yes.